Mm-hmm. Welcome to Formosa Dream Chasers.
We're your hosts, Mary Ann
and Ching-en.
Please join us as we explore the journeys amazing people take in pursuit of their dreams.
And get insights from their experiences.
Let's hit the road.
And get started.
Hello and welcome to Formosa Dream Chasers. Here at the show, we are honored to explore the personal journeys of our incredible guests, uncovering the passion that drives them to pursue their dreams.
Today we are joined by Indonesian-Taiwanese filmmaker Martin Rustandi, also known as Martin Chen, or by his Mandarin name, Chen Wenliang. He is here to share his journey into filmmaking and discuss his latest documentary miniseries, Not Far From Home, which spans 5 episodes in total. The first episode premiered on January 21st, with new episodes set to air every Tuesday on Taiwan Plus.
Welcome, Martin. Please say hi to our audience, and could you introduce or describe what the mini-series is about?
Hello guys, my name is Martin Rustandi, Chen Wenliang. I'm Indonesian-Taiwanese and based in Taiwan. Hai teman-teman Indonesia, nama saya Martin Rustandi, sutradara Indonesia di Taiwan. Selamat pagi semuanya. About the series, I want to tell a story about Indonesian migrants because as we know, people know Indonesian as they are a caregiver or they are the factory workers. But it's not just like that. Even half of Indonesian community in Taiwan are a caregiver or a factory worker. But there are something stories. I think this is very important and unique. They not only help Taiwan community in their job only, but they are trying to giving back. The giving back is not only for their Indonesian community in Taiwan, but they're trying to giving back to Taiwanese society with their very, very small power. One thing that I capture that this is a time for me try to bring their voice to the Taiwanese and maybe to international audience.
Thank you. Before we get started on the mini-series, could you share your background with us? Because coming from a mixed cultural background myself, I'm always curious about other people's stories. So your parents are both Indonesian?
Yes.
And where did you grow up and when did you come to Taiwan?
Okay. I born at Jakarta and grew up in West Borneo, Pontianak. Then I have one brother and one sister. I'm the second. My mom, my dad is Indonesian, but our blood we can call overseas.
Overseas Chinese.
Overseas Chinese,
okay.
Yeah. Then I finished my computer science college in Indonesia. Then I have a chance came to Taiwan to take my bachelor arts degree at National Taiwan University of Arts. Yeah, this is where I began to discover about film. At that time, my first concern is try to learn how to speak Mandarin because when I came to Taiwan, I cannot speak Mandarin. Then I took a 1 year at Mandarin Language Center, 文化大学. And then coming up, I have a chance 入选 be a international student at National Taiwan University of Arts because I got inspired by Ang Lee. He is my 学长 alma mater. Can I say that?
He's your
senior.
Yeah.
Because he is NTUA alma mater.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I try to follow his step. Then I'm really lucky because I'm only the one at that time to get into the university. Yeah, then I spent 4 years. After that, I got a chance to work as a freelance. Then my career began at that time.
You mentioned that you studied computer science back in Indonesia.
Yeah.
And then you came to Taiwan, study Chinese. I know you really like Ang Lee. And what really inspired you to start doing filmmaking? Because if you like watching movies, that doesn't mean you have to go into filmmaking industry.
Mm-hmm.
Are there any childhood inspirations?
I think Ang Lee's success drove me to think that there is an opportunity in filmmaking that maybe I can try. Even I didn't learn about filmmaking in Indonesian before. But when I came to Taiwan, learn about Mandarin, I just discover myself it's like a new white paper that I can forget my background, my last education, and just come up, feel maybe okay. So this is time I want to choose which university that I want to go. Of course, I do a research for like national 什么台北科技大学
Science and
yeah,
technology.
about computer. Maybe I can
Mhm.
continue my education in that way. Yeah, but I don't know. Maybe this is God pushed me to choose another way.
How old were you when you started studying in NTUA?
I believe maybe 23, 22, 23. Yeah, I'm the old man at that time because everybody call me 大哥. Yeah, even the 就是学长大四的 I'm older than them.
Mhm, mhm.
Yeah.
学长 means a senior student.
Was it hard for you to start again in college as an older student?
I think, yeah, because the first problem is I need to survive. That means I need to work part-time to fulfill my tuition fee, my everyday costs, because my mom didn't give me that money. So I need to work hard to find the way to survive 4 years in this journey to become a new Taiwan student. Yeah, it is hard because I can share why I came to Taiwan when I almost graduate from my senior high school. I actually have a plan that I want to go to Singapore for study. But because my family business bankrupt, everything changed in 1 month. Yeah, it's a very sad and hard story for me. But yeah, I think this is what life give me. So I be grateful for the all opportunity and all challenge that God give me, so I can learn, I can be a mature, then I have a opportunity to become who I am today. Yeah, so my journey in Taiwan is not like people thought your mom give you money and you can be really like a university student. You have a time to hang out with guys, with your schoolmate. But I didn't have that experience. If I have a free time, I go to part-time. Yeah, so it's very busy, but I really know that I will have my way in Taiwan. And I'd be grateful that I got pushed to the filmmaking way in that time. Yeah, maybe it's not easy, but I believe every job there have their challenge, right?
Yes.
So I think be a filmmaker is not hard that like any job in the world.
Going back to the time when you were a student, you said you didn't really know much Mandarin when you first came and then you studied for a while. How did you manage schoolwork? Was everything in Mandarin while you were studying? And did you feel that your Mandarin level, proficiency, was already good enough that...
No, it's very bad.
Oh, okay.
At that time was very bad. Broken Mandarin. So I need to write my exercise in English.
Okay.
And then at that time, if the teacher didn't know English, so I need to bring my notebook and type the answers and then print out and give to the teacher.
Okay. I'm sorry. Was there Google Translate at the time? I don't know. Because right now we have Google Translate. It's so convenient. And also, like, sometimes when you're living in Taiwan at that time, I think just using English is also a bit difficult. I don't know. That's why I'm asking. Is that the case?
Not really. Because
Okay.
I think, because when I live in Panqiao, I think the community is more or less to understand a little bit English. Yeah, so it's not really hard. But for a daily conversation, it's like you want to buy food or something. I can
You can
talk,
manage.
manage in Mandarin.
I don't know. I admire you a lot because, like, I think schoolwork, academic work is different from daily living.
Yeah.
And if you have to express your ideas and thoughts in a language that's not native, and then on top of that, you were working part-time,
Yeah.
you must have been really busy. Like, it doesn't sound like you had a lot of time to yourself.
Yeah. But I think I'm quite lucky because my schoolmate is really supportive. they will help me. Like we have exercise or exam, they try to give me to copy the answer. But the funny thing is I can't write Chinese, so it's very slow.
Oh,
Even I have a
yeah.
chance to copy it. Yeah, this is very funny.
That's cute. Okay, so going back to how you got started. So what led you to choose documentary filmmaking over other genres? And also, are there particular themes that you choose to focus on?
Actually, I didn't frame myself as a documentary film director. I think I can be a complete film director. That means that fiction I can go with that. But because I start with documentary, it's more affordable for me as a filmmaker to invest myself because the production budget is lower than a fiction. So this is why I start from documentary. This is a lot of way to someone want to be a director, right? That maybe you can go to a production company, you work from the bottom to the top, or maybe you can go like me to find my own voice, invest on your own self, then you get discovered. People see, oh, these people can make a movie. Yeah.
I actually want to ask about what you just said about investing in yourself and finding your own way. Because after graduating, especially when you don't have the financial support of family, you still have to start from scratch. So how did you do that? Like after a fresh graduate, you don't have a lot of experience. What were the steps you took from then to investing in yourself, investing in creating your own films?
Okay. In the third year, I have an opportunity to be intern at a Commonwealth magazine, 天下杂志. And there, I met a lot of great people. They are very supportive, and my work, they appreciate what I do. From that, I got a lot of job from them. So basically, before I graduate, I already have customers or client that I can say. It's from the Commonwealth group. So this is 亲子天下, 康健杂志, Cheers, and 出版社. Because of my work, they love it. So they will introduce me to another company like a UMC. So my career as a freelancer is really start slowly in the 4 years when I'm in university. So when I closing to my graduate time, the first challenge is to find my working permit to get settled in Taiwan. This is the hard one. Yeah, I'm very lucky. I met some great people really want to help me. They give me the title job and I can stay in their company. But I need work myself for the salary. Yeah,
I see.
this is how I survive.
So after you graduated from college, you are basically a freelancer and working and producing videos
Yes,
for magazines and other media companies.
commercial
Right.
videos, corporate videos, music video.
And then how did you start your own filmmaking? Like, as we know, you produced 2 documentary films, The Machine in 2019 and Road Less Travel in 2020. How did you continue to move on to produce this mini-series not far from home? And why did you focus on the lives of Indonesian immigrants?
Okay. Well, when I have a job to do commercial, when the job is finished, I have a time. I use that slot time to discover the story that I want to tell. So I got the subject for The Machine. Then I do some shooting. Then I spend 6 years for that subject. After The Machine finished, we finish the post-production. We continue for the feature film called The Road Less Travel. Then finish The Road Less Travel. It's my first debut for theatrical release in Taiwan. And then at that time, I prepare my fiction. And I wrote a lot of treatment based on the Road Less Travel story, but I discovered something empty in myself. What I say empty in myself is because I tried to write something that is not on my root, Taiwanese story. Then I didn't like the 4 version of my treatment, so I didn't use it. Then I have a chance to meet a Taiwanese director. It's called Lin Jinjie导演. When I have a chance to chat with Lin Jinjie导演, he mentioned that something important is, Martin, you need to speak or tell the story from your culture, from your background. Indonesian story is your subject or the themes that you need to cover. At that time I realized, oh really? Why I really had to touch Indonesian things in Taiwan. Then I spent maybe 3 weeks to discover what the problem was myself. And then I found in unconscious, I had my trauma. It's like a trauma when I left Indonesia because all the bankrupt, all the sad things. So I know that, okay, in my unconscious, I didn't feel comfortable or happy with my past. So I try to embrace with my 7 years old myself. Then I get a chance, okay, this is a time maybe I need to learn more about my background and try to do something about Indonesian. So I got a chance to knock a door for the IETO in 你代表处. And we start the open call audition. So the Indonesian people in Taiwan can submit their story to me. And this is where I began to develop the Not Far From Home.
I saw on your press release that together with Taiwan Plus, which is an international media platform providing English language news and entertainment from Taiwan, that you want to redefine how immigrant stories are being told here. Could you elaborate more on this? Like, for you to redefine something, there has to be an existing definition or narrative or story. So based on your experience coming here to Taiwan, living here, what do you think is the current narrative or story being told about Indonesians? And what do you want to change it to?
People may know Indonesian as suchu ikong, the immigrant workers, right?
Yeah.
Kanhu, caregiver, or maybe something negative news or image that we know. So I think with this new film series, maybe they can see something different. I think human side, that we are all same. We have a family behind us. So when someone go abroad for work, they are same with us. They have a feeling, they have a soul. They need something that can make them feel comfortable when they're away from their home. So in this film, you can see the narrative is how they try to survive in Taiwan and how they can find their own community and how they can give him back to this community and what Indonesian culture that they can bring to get a more color to embrace a Taiwan culture maybe. Yeah, maybe something like that. But I think in the next 10 years, I believe that migrants, the new immigrants in Taiwan is the new power for the Taiwan society. So maybe this is the right time to let Taiwanese people know more about them. Yeah, of course, it's not only Indonesian. If I have a chance to tell another immigrant story, maybe from Philippines, Yunnan, Vietnam, or India maybe, I think I'm willing to do it if I have a chance. And of course, I very grateful for Taiwan Plus when they hear my pitching and they love the story and we just have a deal at that time. Yeah. Before that, when I have a idea for making an Indonesian story, actually I come up for the fiction film series, but we didn't get the funding, the money that I need. So when Taiwan Plus know that and they ask, do you want to make the short documentary? And my production team, my producer, they said, why not? We can try from the small one. So the fiction film series is still in my mind and I will try to push to get the funding.
Thanks for joining us in our chat with Indonesian-Taiwanese filmmaker Martin Rustandi as he shared how he got started in his career. Remember to tune in next week as we learn more about his latest documentary miniseries, Not Far From Home, airing on Taiwan Plus through February 18th.
This is Ching and Cho.
And Mary Ann Shoko.
See you guys next week. Bye.